Hey there, Keith with Strength After Stroke, founder of the BASE program, where survivors learn to regain their confidence and hope after having a stroke in order to enjoy their life to the fullest. So today what we want to do is go through some more of the videos and kind of finish this series up. And so one of the questions I wanted to ask is, have you ever lost your confidence? When you had your stroke and you were in the hospital and you went through that time period, and then you had therapies and you started going through that. A lot of you probably still are doing therapy. Did you get to this point of reality when you're like, wait a second, my life has totally changed? I mean, you start questioning everything. You start questioning yourself. What's life going to look like as I move forward? Was there something I should have done differently? You most certainly can't go back dealing with the same day-to-day stuff that we dealt with before. And even as you think of the challenges that you went through before your stroke, you start to think, wait a second, I wish I had those challenges again, right? But now life is different, and you have a heightened awareness of the problems that you do face every day. Me too. Shortly after my stroke, and my wife went back to work, and I know I've talked about this a little bit before, but I was standing in front of this picture window, second story of our house, and again, we had really nice views, and it was a big picture window that was up in our bedroom, in the second story of the house, and I had my office sitting in another basically room off to the side, and I just remember getting up and looking out there and thinking to myself, what now? How do I get back to being myself again? It was actually a depression-filled time for me. And I'm sure that a lot of you have experienced that same thing as well. Maybe even some of you are going through that right now. I feel for you. I can relate to what you're going through. And I had those suicidal thoughts for quite a while. There were times when I was thinking to myself, I wonder how much my life insurance would pay. What would life look like for my wife and kids and grandkids after I was gone? I mean, I understand what you are probably facing and have faced in the past, because I went through that same stuff. I was a very positive person. Still am, frankly. Maybe too much so. But it's because of the stroke that pushed me down into this depressing state of mind and really made me wonder, are my family going to be better off without having to babysit me moving forward? But then slowly it came to me, wait a minute, I can't be the only guy out here, the only person who had a stroke, who's dealing with these depressing thoughts, and who needed to get past that. And there must be some kind of help out there other than going to some of the physical and the therapists who can help with depression and stuff like that. Not really even realizing what I was going through, but there must be some kind of help out there that didn't cost an arm and a leg to get. And that's when I started coming up with a solution. The whole BASE program is a solution, and I wanted to regain my confidence, and I wanted to begin living a normal life again. I know it'll be different, but still it can be a normal life again. Something where I can have that hope back in my life. And as I was researching that, I really just couldn't find it. I looked everywhere. I looked online. I talked to other stroke survivors. All of it really to no avail. So it was then that I decided to create that myself. This is how BASE came about. Once I got it developed things started getting a lot better. It wasn't an overnight success. It takes a lot of hard work on yourself to get that momentum going, and to, you work and you work and you work, and it feels like nothing's happening, and then momentum starts. And I'll tell you, like I said before, even at work, I was, I did not do well there, and ended up getting let go of my own company. And so I understand it takes a lot of time, but by taking that time and putting the energy and the effort in, that's when things started getting better. Once they started getting better, and I started believing in it that much more, and when I believed in it that much more, it just started continuing to get better, and that's when you hit that curve of real growth, and things really start happening for you. And it creates this momentum that I can't even describe, but I'm so thankful for it today, and it's really even hard to explain. So here's what I'm selling today. I'm selling the base program, how to regain your confidence and reclaim your life after having a stroke. The training is going to help you experience an incredible transformation in your post-stroke recovery. We're going to dive deep into the stepping stones. They're the stepping stones to hope after having such a traumatic event in your life. So BASE stands for belief, where we're going to break through self-imposed limitations. We're going to crush those destructive patterns that we all have. Release your limiting beliefs and renew your value from within. Then we go into attitude. In attitude, we're taking control of your behavior by renewing your quest for excellence. We're managing your emotions, reviving your positive mindset, and establishing a fresh outlook. In the strength module, it's the inner powers. Again, it's not your inner strength powers. It's more mental and growth patterns. It's discovering your full potential. Develop and increase your focus. Persevere through discouragement, because we all go through that more so, and we're more aware of it after having a stroke. And then we create an action plan. And then finally, in the energy module, the transition, we're going to reignite your passions. We're going to develop a consistent motivation, create your new vision, and break free to a new you. The stepping stones are going to guide you, helping you move forward in this recovery journey. Think about how you're going to feel knowing that you're working toward getting better and gaining self-confidence, and how you're going to feel knowing that you have control again, and that you're moving forward in life. And yes, life may be different now. It may be different from here forward, but that doesn't mean you're not going to allow it to come in and almost get excited about it and create a new you, right? This program is different than most. It's different from reading a book, because you're actually going to be working on your own personal situation and your own challenges. It's going to help strengthen your mind, because you're going to be doing the work that will create new habits for yourself so that you can get that strengthened mind. If you're going to go to a psychologist or a psychiatrist or a therapist or even a counselor, for example, in order to regain your own confidence after stroke, what would that cost you? Now, a lot of you may have insurance, and I am all for that. If you have the ability and or the way to pay for those, they are incredible people that can help you a lot. But not all of us have that. So I can't imagine what those cost. And personally, I wasn't in a position to do that. What about spending time with someone who understands more of what we go through as a stroke survivor? I understand this, okay? Again, the physical therapists and those people, they are excellent. They're excellent at helping you. But I understand it from a stroke survivor's perspective, because that's what I went through. This program is going to take you through that foundation needed in order to gain that hope after your stroke. So I'm offering this program to you guys for $97. I usually charge $197 for this program, but by taking action on this offer within the next 3 days, you're going to be able to take advantage and save over a half of the cost of this. You get the base training, which includes 10 different modules of training, worksheets for each module, and lifetime access to this program. It's not going to go away. You can always come back to it. Even if you go clear through the program, you're going to be able to restart it and take it over and continue your learning. There's also a bonus, okay? When you buy the program, you're going to get a workbook, the entire workbook, I'll show you here, which is this base program workbook. It's like 90 pages of information, okay? And you're going to also get 1 year access to Stroke Streaming Livecast, where I go on there once a month and I teach different subjects just to help stroke survivors out and to continue on their growth. And I do that once a month. So you get live access to that. It's a $204 value for a year. And so you'll get 1 year free of that by doing this as well. I'm personally going to guarantee the program for 30 days, okay? So you can get it. If it's not what you think it was going to be, you can return it or just opt out and email me personally, Keith@strengthafterstroke, and that way I can take care of you personally and make sure you're getting what you want out there. I'm not doing this because I want to try to sell something and it's all about that. I want to help the stroke community. I want to be able to help people like myself that went through this and struggled to find something that could help me get my confidence back. And so just personally email me and I'm going to guarantee it for 30 days for you. Aren't you ready to start working toward that feeling of accomplishment? Aren't you ready to regain that strength again and to start getting your goals in front of you and starting to know that you can accomplish more in life? You can't change the fact that you had a stroke. I get that. You know, our life changed. I had all my goals and everything were all set. I thought I was, dialed in and I was just going to work. And then here came the magic number and, life was going to be fantastic, right? But no, then you have a stroke, right? What the hell? Now what happens? So you have to refocus. You have to change your goals. I get that. But now that you're here, let's do that. Let's get your goals changed. Let's create that finish line, if you will, if there ever is one, but something to work toward and to continue toward so that you feel alive again and you feel excited about life and knowing that you're contributing to yourself and growing and creating that self-worth within yourself again. I want you to feel that same feeling that I have today about, doing this and restarting after having a stroke and being excited about life. There's still going to be challenges. I get it. It happens to everybody. We're not the only ones who have challenges in life. Everybody goes through some kind of a challenge in their life. Everybody. And because we had a stroke, we're very much focused on knowing on focusing on the stroke, right? And knowing that happened to us. And so we blow it up. We make it too big a lot of times. And what we have to do is know that everybody has challenges. We're no different, but can you get over this challenge? Yes, you can. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe in taking some action and getting going and moving on. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. So just to recap, the base training, again, it's 10 different modules of training. There's worksheets. There's lifetime access to the program. You get these bonuses that go with it too. And all of that for $97. So I'm so happy you guys are here with me on this journey to regain your strength after stroke. You know, that's what I believe in, of course. And it's just going to be awesome. I so look forward to meeting you inside the series and getting to know you through email and all that. So, you know, hit the buy now button. I look forward to seeing you guys inside of this path. And here's to your strength after stroke.